In PUBG Mobile, using motorcycles and boats strategically can help your team gain an advantage in certain scenarios. In this video, we'll be going over the characteristics of these two types of vehicles and some tips. Motorcycles can fit 2 to 3 people depending on the model, and they generally consume less fuel. A two-wheeled motorcycle has a top speed of 151 kilometers per hour on flat ground, which makes it the fastest two-person vehicle in the game. The downside is that it can flip easily at full speed. As it's compact, it can easily navigate narrow paths and terrain with lots of obstacles. But it's also rather weak defensively. You'll need to make a quick retreat or abandon it to find cover if ambushed. Sidecar motorcycles are only available in Erangel and Miramar. They can take on rough mountain terrain with ease. Snowmobiles are only found on Vikendi, and they are most suited for the snowy environment. Compared to four-wheeled vehicles, the motorcycle's controls also has up and down buttons to lift or dip the front wheel. But if the motorcycle dips or lifts too much, it could flip. Use the up and down buttons to get across slopes and other steep terrain more reliably, or to leap over small obstacles on the ground. Boats can fit 2 to 4 people and can only be found near water. They can traverse rivers, lakes, and the ocean quickly. The boat's fuel capacity isn't very high though. Once it's out of fuel, you'll be stranded in the water. Therefore, it's always handy to keep a spare fuel battery pack to refuel either from the driver or passenger seat, so you can continue to your destination. When piloting a boat, water flow will affect the vehicle's stability, so you'll have to anticipate your turns to not veer too far off your path. If you encounter enemies, you can zigzag or move in a serpentine pattern to avoid getting shot, so you can quickly leave the area. If the next play zone happens to be at the opposing shore, you can cross the water with a boat to get there, while avoiding enemies. It's the shortest path and it's safe. You should always choose a vehicle that is well suited to the combat and terrain you'll encounter. That's all for this introduction to motorcycles and boats. See you next time.